Now this picture is here in Birkenhead, but before we go back to see what it's like today, we're just going to go down the road to have a look at this one. Known as a royal castle, this was about 1910 and was a very prominent hotel then, serving the docks at Tranmere. This is the most recent one that I can find. Now it's also been known as the Revolver and also the Hotel California. And there's a sign up with Mr. Davidson's bar on as well. But this is it today. Now, of course, it was destroyed by fire, but it had actually shut down before that had happened. Does anyone remember the fire happening? It was a few years ago, but not too long ago. And I don't know what the future looks like for the building itself right now. It looks pretty much beyond repair, but maybe something could be redone in the middle of there. Currently in the middle of this roundabout, but in this 1800s map, it shows the hotel and Green Lane. It goes up towards the station. And notice the road or the path heading down towards Tranmere Ferry. That whole area is now Camel Lairds. Back to the top of the map, Birkenhead is cut off on this map, but I'm interested in the blue area. Is that a river that sort of ingressed from the River Mersey at the time? If it has, I don't know its name. Does anyone know its name? Now back up to the 1970s, this aerial map, you can see how the area has changed without the roundabout and all the railway sidings coming off the Birkenhead to London line. Now those sidings are now where the shops are and the car park are for the Rock Retail Park. Now look to the right of that and you can see a bridge. This is the bridge that's in the main picture that we're looking at. But in the 1970s, the approach roads to the Wallasey Tunnel were built. After the closure of Stairways, which was more in the centre of Birkenhead, this became the prominent rock venue in Birkenhead some years ago, in the 2000s. And so this is it today. Now the bridge spanned both carriageways at one point, but in this picture there was just the one carriageway, Chester Road. Now you can see the wall from above, and then also you can see the line where the line went to over what is now Rock Retail Park onto the main line and into Camel Lairds. Now the advert for Lewis's does make sense, as it was on the way to the ferry, which was, by the way, originated not far behind this wall at the Birkenhead Priory. Now the Wirral ferries went from Woodside at the end of this road direct to Liverpool, where Lewis's was. Now we can see this from an overhead aerial Google Earth shot, but we can't put a drone up here because of the flying restrictions and video restrictions around Camel Lairds. However, this Google Earth camera, Google Streetcar camera, did manage to take a picture of the sign saying "Do not photograph here." So I don't know how that one works out. Now this is a picture from much closer to the wall, and you can see the bridge structure here. Now I did think there was no signs of any of this stonework in the original bridge, but we'll come back to that maybe. But you see the guy is holding the plumb bob, and it looks like a yardstick alongside the brickwork. But let's have a look at this. Now you can see the brickwork in the picture, and I'm just wondering whether this is part of that brickwork structure. Well, let's see if we can just lift the camera up high enough to see any original structure, because I do believe that there is some. So in reality you can see the higher points of this wall because it's holding back the original track bed and heading off towards the dock. Now of course it would have spun across here, gone into, there's Rock Retail Park over there, and connected up to the main line which is just behind the shops. Incidentally though, if we do just spin around a little bit further, down at the bottom here on the roundabout, that is the Royal Castle Hotel, which we looked at earlier on. How things changed then from 1904 to 2026, where we are now. But incidentally, there's plenty more videos like this if you take a look at some of the videos in this list up here.